All right, Tony. Yeah, ready for the World Series. All right.
Yep, World Series tonight. Phillies Astros game one, and a lot of action around it with a pretty large six-game card from NHL, 11 from the NBA. So there'll be a lot on the board tonight to take a look at, and as well as college football. So tonight, 7:40 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass channel. Wizards here to host the Pacers. Washington's been playing well this season. Keep an eye on them on both ends. Wizards are laying 5.5. Total sits 229.
All right. Yeah, I thought it was the ESPN game. I didn't think it was because it was the Pacers and the Wizards. So, okay, that makes more sense then. I didn't preview this one because I thought it was the ESPN game, but I thought they were making a joke about it because the Pacers, maybe they bumped them off there because the Pacers haven't looked too good so far, Tony, with their 1-4 start, other than Ben Matterin so far. I mean, this guy looks dynamite. I can't wait to see them. They got to put him in the starting lineup. They got Buddy Hield, so Mathurin isn't in yet, but averaging 20 points a game. He's an exciting rookie, the young man from Canada. So, anyways, Pacers, yeah, 1-4. Tony, 1-4 against the number so far. Wizards off to a pretty good start, 3-1 straight up. They defeated Detroit on Tuesday, 120-99. They really held Detroit in check in the field goal percentage department, doing a good job defensively. Meanwhile, Indiana lost to Chicago, 124-109. Pretty high scoring game, but that was still good for an under and what had a high total of I think a 233, 234 and a half in that one. So just stayed under the number. The teams have combined to go under so far in 6 of their 9 contests so far. They met on October 29th in the season opener, 114-107. Washington got the win. I'm going to look at this one to go under tonight. You know, Indiana so far, they are 0-2 on the both games have gone under so far when they've been on the road, and all 3 of their games where they've been an underdog have gone under. Meanwhile, Washington has gone under in both of their home games so far, and they've gone 0-3 to the under when they've been a favorite. So here you have Washington, obviously a favorite tonight against Indiana. Miles Turner's finally in the lineup. For Indiana, not playing a full complement of minutes yet, but certainly well above average, a very, very good defensive player back in the lineup. Washington, they're just ranking about 23rd in pace so far, 111 points per 100 possessions, and they are tied for 5th in fewest points allowed defensively. So Washington not playing overall very quickly and also playing pretty good defense so far, allowing just 41% field goal percentage, which is second defensively in the NBA so far. Indiana not shooting very well. They are 28th in shooting percentage at 43.8%. So this one opened as high as 232 and a half, Tony, and now down to 229, maybe even 228 and a half. And these are 2 of the top 3 teams in 2-point field goal percentage allowed so far. So for me, this adds up to an under. Maybe it was going to be a premium. We've lost a few points off of that total. So I'm going to end up giving it out here on the show as free play. Pacers, Wizards, under 229.
All right, Ramon here on the Pacers Wizards under 229. Yeah, Washington holding teams defensively well this season as well. It is a slower pace at home, a slower pace here for the Wizards in their games this season. And yeah, it's just looking here at the injuries, really pretty much healthy on both sides. This is the one that's out. Miles Turner now has been moved here to, looks like questionable now. So Turner questionable. Let me just get the update on his status here because, this is always fluid here. Let's see. Well, let's see. It shows here questionable, but I don't have any notes here about it. So
Yeah, well, he like I said, he didn't play a full complement last time out. In fact, I think it was want to say
24
24
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
24 minutes.
24 minutes. So, he's a guy you have out there for defense, no doubt about it. He's not going to carry the load in scoring. In fact, he had a very poor night in that. That was his season debut, of course. So, he's an important player for the Pacers. I don't know if the Pacers, are going to be able to turn this around. Carlisle knows. I think they're still they're in a rebuild again, but. Look, I love this kid, right? Ben Mathurin. so far. Heald is only averaging 15 points, and Matterin is coming off the bench and averaging 20 points. I don't know how long they can keep that up necessarily, the way Matterin has looked so far. But again, yeah, the feel is on the under here in this one. But I definitely want to talk up that rookie. I mean, those are to average 20 points just 5 games in. I mean, maybe there'll be some regression, but pretty impressive so far for him.
If you say Healed on the bench, you know what happened in Sacramento, right? He caused all kinds of problems there. So he hits the bench, you're going to have to trade him because we saw the attitude, what happened with him attitude wise when he was sent to the bench
Yeah,
there.
he's getting the starts so far. Yeah,
Yeah, so far. I'm just saying if they do, but you're gonna see some
yeah.
fireworks out of that locker room, no doubt. Pacers Wizards under 229. This one to have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern time. It is on ESPN. All right, Ramon, let's go over at Tony'sPicks.com for tonight's action as we got pretty good sized card here. NBA 11 games on the board. NBA 6 from hockey. Can't argue that when you have a big card from NBA, they give you 6 from hockey. That World Series Game 1, which we knew who you've talked about that. We saw the morning steam. Also, action here from college football heading into a big football weekend. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, Tony, a little bit of everything tonight. Definitely involved in the World Series. I got a one best bet up there for Game 1 of the World Series over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Pick up my World Series best bet. Also, one play on the 2-game college card, it looks like, Tony, and I've got that as a best bet also over at Tony'sPicks.com. So you can pick that one up as a solo pack if you'd like. And there you see my 2 packages in the major 2 leagues tonight, a 3-pack in the NHL and a 3-pack in the NBA. Went heavy yesterday. Tony ended up just a little bit in the red, so gonna pick it up tonight and keep those strong numbers up. Got to pick up a unit or two to make up for last night, so we'll go well past that. Hopefully tonight with tonight's card, Tony 3-pack there you see in the NBA $30, 3-pack in the NHL $30, and now is a good time to pick up, as a few people did today, a 3-day pass for the weekend, because you get tonight, you get the big Saturday card with not only the big college card, but of course we'll be having NHL, NBA, World Series again tomorrow, and of course leads you right into Sunday, NFL football, and those are all sports where you show it every time, and I love it, Tony, when I see those major sports up there, and we're doing a great job in all those major sports. So ready for a big weekend. Pick up that 3-day pass. You got the NBA, NHL, NFL right there on top, Tony. If you look at them so far, look at that, up almost 6,000 units with you on the site since we started in January. I don't know. I guess I could do better, sir. I could do better for us.
There you go. Get on board here from Scott over at Tony's Picks. You see the winning here. NBA year to date here. It's going to be a tough one with calendar changes, though. But still, we'll keep it as a rolling here. 2,800 units of profit here in NBA. NHL, 2,300 units of profit. NFL, 793. Summer League was on fire. Baseball, from college baseball during the regionals and the World Series on fire. MMA on fire. College football here really well. CFL. And FIBA, he put one in there for FIBA. We'll see if more FIBA America is coming up here a little later from Ramon. But anyway, get on board with Ramon. Lots of action up there, as Ramon mentioned about here on the top of the card here, top of the board here. He has his NHL 3-pack, Friday night 3-pack up there, NBA 3-pack as well in this big 11-game card. Already looking ahead here for the college football for the Saturday. He's got the early time zone, early start times here with the 3-pack here to get you start in the positive. Also, with a best bet from college football from this 2-game card is up there. And again, a best bet here from World Series Game 1. And of course, as Ramon was talking about, here we are on a Friday with all this action up here and the way Ramon's been running. You should consider here that 3-day all sports pass. Get all Ramon's premium plays for 3 days in action here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That includes the first 2 games of the World Series. All the college football action for Friday and Saturday. The NFL here on Sunday, your NBA and NHL cards for the whole weekend. So get on board with Ramon Scott. That 3-day all sports pass, a fantastic value right now. Ramon has been on fire here. You see the numbers. The results are all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Of course, these grades are graded immediately. We'll save you $20 off, 20% off the 3-day pass when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description click on the All Cappers tab, and get signed up. And don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. Also, one added feature here with the long-term passes, and each capper has the option to put in late Steam plays, and those are games that begin between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those are late Steam, and those plays are emailed directly to your inbox. Only the late Steam are emailed. We're not going to email your email box. There's too many. You're going to stuff your email box. But anyway, on the late Steam plays, the cappers can release those. Those are emailed to you, and those are features for the long-term customers. They are sold individually on the site, but the late Steam email notification on the long-term pass, so that 3-day pass, so if Ramon sees any late Steam plays he likes, if he's waiting for a number, or if there's some news or something that he really liked, he sees late here before game time, he posts the play in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before start time. That pick is emailed to you directly as a long-term subscriber. 3-day All Sports Pass will get you those late Steams in your inbox, an added feature there on these long-term passes. So get signed up and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save that 20% off. All right, Ramon, we've also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Mix Ramon. And of course, the morning Steam, a day off today from the show, but a lot of content on the archives right now as you cover some NFL, college football. Of course, moving ahead to Saturday as well with the primetime game coverage.
Yeah, Tony, my pick tonight on Twitter at Tony's Pick Ramon is in the National Hockey League. So log on to Twitter. If Mr. Musk will allow us to continue to put free plays on Twitter, we'll continue to do so. And hopefully we won't get banned or kicked off the platform or anything for giving out all these winners. But head on over to Tony's Picks Ramon, pick up that free winner. And the morning Steam, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll preview the rest of the NFL card. And I can't help but also mention, Tony, because, we promote our own packages here, Mindy and I. We want you to sign up and join us individually and subscribe to our packages. But when you look at those leaderboards, you can't help but notice that the morning Steam is peppered the leaderboard with our consensus picks that we give out on the show. And you can just watch the show, listen to the platforms of the show, and get all those free consensus picks every day that we agree on, at least the ones we do Saturday through Thursday. We're dark on Fridays, but we're peppering the leaderboard with those picks. And if you don't get a chance to catch the show, you can subscribe to our picks over at Tony'sPicks.com for a very reasonable price, so you don't miss any plays from our show. And there you see every pick in podcast form. That's not just from Mindy and I. That's from Tony, from Ben, and everyone over there at Tony'sPicks.com that do the videos and everything. So appreciate that, Tony. Should be a big, big weekend with all the sports in action, just like we've talked about. We wait for this, and even though it's just one game, it's still the World Series. It's still got the magic, I think.
It still does. It'll get us excited here. We see some excitement here for the weekend. I can check out the plays here. Of course, Ramon's morning Steam with Mindy there. If you missed the shows, a lot of content in the archives for Saturday college football, the early and afternoon games leading up to primetime. All those games are completed with picks. World Series, they looked at as well. Early NFL picks as well up there. And of course, you can see you can listen to the full shows and each individual pick that's on our YouTube channel. On podcast, if it's more convenient for you, if you guys are driving home. We love our truckers out there. You truckers, we don't forget about you guys. I know you guys like those. You guys love those podcasts. Listen to our podcast, to every pick in podcast form at Tony's Picks Podcast. You guys in the truck, you know the platforms out there. You use your favorite platform. We're not telling you how to listen. Just listen. So find the platform you guys like. So our trucker friends out there, there's many of them out there. We appreciate all the emails and the calls that you're making to us and the chats. So guys, check us out on the podcast forum, Tony's Picks. And of course, every pick in podcast form, even full-length shows, our full-length show from Morning Steam, the full-length stuff that I do with the all sports videos I do, those are in podcast form. Check them out right now, Tony's Picks Podcast. If you're at the gym, you want to lie down and take a nap and you want to listen to picks, there you go. So you have many different options there for you there. If at that time watching videos is not convenient or safe for you to do, then listen to us there on the podcast form. All right, Ramon, is always great having you on the show. Keep up that great work, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
Yeah, don't say it like that, Tony. Just because I listen to your picks when I put my head down and maybe fall asleep, but that's a compliment, sir.
Yes, yes, they can fall asleep with me because sometimes I'm halfway up awake when I'm doing them. But don't forget, I was fully awake when I put the notes together. That's what matters the most.
No, yeah, no, no.
That's
I
right.
just, I just read along with the script. Thank you so much. Good week. Good week. Have a
Good
great
week.
weekend.
Great weekend to you. Ramon Scott here on a game.